Good morning. It is October 10th, 2024, 5:19 a.m. I'm on the way to the gym. I got a little date with the stationary bike. This is going to be one of the last harder workouts. It's supposed to be a 10-mile run with some repeats at 6:30 pace. I think it was 3-mile repeats, but just gonna do some hard paces on the stationary bike. Get the heart rate up, and yeah. So I will see you at the gym. Yo, good morning. It's 7:41 a.m. on October 10th, 2024. So at 8:30 we have CPI data and unemployment claims. So we got some big news coming out. Here's where we are in the markets. ES just took out all-time highs. NQ is a little bit away from the all-time highs, but ultimately I think we're going to continue on bullish this week. I think we're going to, try to reach up into this this level right here, which is at 20,538. I think we're going to reach into that level either today or tomorrow, but either way, I'm not trying to predict CPI data. That's just gambling, so we'll see what happens. I really don't have much of a bias. I'm just going to wait for news, see what happens around 10 o'clock in the morning, and if there's something that I think looks good, I'll take it. If not, I won't do anything. So I would like to see a retracement come CPI data, or maybe after market open, see some sort of retracement down into this area here, to then try to look for a continuation with an internal lower time frame reversal for the higher time frame continuation. So basically just looking for something along the lines of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for work, so I will see you later. Peace. It's 1:04, going on my lunch break. Got a nice little trade earlier. I'll recap it a bit later on, but pretty much exactly what I said in the pre-market. I wanted to see a retracement, and so CPI data rallied, but it didn't take out all of the buy-side liquidity that I was looking for, and it dropped, retraced a bit, and then around 10 o'clock hour we manipulated the lows, bounced up, just classic. It was a bit more manipulated than I would have liked, but at the end of the day it still worked. So got a nice move, which I'll recap that later on in the video. So just gonna eat some beef and rice and get back to work. 5:30. I'm gonna cook up some dinner. I got some chicken thighs. I'm gonna cook up some peppers and just make a little salad too. But done with work. Pretty much just gonna eat dinner, review my trades. I got the marathon coming up, so I really want to focus on like stretching and recovery. So definitely gonna do like an hour mobility. Like I normally never really do that stuff, but it's kind of crunch time. You know, I really need to get my legs nice and recovered, so gonna focus on that a bit. I will go over my trades later on in the video, but I mentioned in the previous one that it was, you know, time to make a change. So I was trading with real money, took the real money out of my account. I was doing some paper trading, and then today I had like I have a PA account, like a funded account, just a small one, like a 25K. So I took the trades today on that one. But yeah, earlier in the week, like I didn't take any trades Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. And then I took one trade Friday, one trade Wednesday, and then, I'm gonna have to crop that out. I took one trade. Today's Thursday. Yeah. I took one trade on Tuesday, one trade on Wednesday on my paper trading account. And they were both great winners, like super clean. And one thing I noticed, since I have no emotional attachment, since it's fake money, I was able to literally just enter the trade, put my stop loss like where it should be, rather than where I would want it to be in terms of a monetary loss. You know, I realized, like, you know, in one of the setups my stop loss was a little bit wider than I would normally do. It was like about a $40 loss with one MNQ contract, which is 20 points, and normally I try to keep it around like 30, just like for whatever emotional reason. And my stop loss had to be there, and it actually came very close to hitting my stop loss, but you know, there was like a level that I didn't want it to go past, and my stop loss was just below that, and you know, it respected that and continued going. And ultimately, since there was no emotional attachment, like seeing it wick down and like the position going red and everything, and you know, maybe it goes up and then almost stops me out at break even, and all that stuff that would normally freak me out mentally, or not freak me out, but like, you know, get me all jittery and riled up and stuff. Like, I just didn't care, and because I didn't care, it was very easy. Like, it was like the easiest like money that I've ever made, even though it was fake money. You know, just entered the setup. It's like, okay, looks good. Here's my stop loss. You know, we take out some level. Okay, move my stop to break even, and then if it hits my take profit, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So yeah, it's that simple, I guess. So I know that might sound stupid, but I think I've been trading with real money for you know, like a year straight, like no breaks or anything, no like paper trading or anything. And you know, when I was originally paper trading, I didn't know how to trade. Now I know how to trade, and I haven't paper traded again. So I think doing a little bit of paper trading made me realize, like, I think a lot of my problems are much more driven by psychology than I may have thought. So yeah, I don't know when I'll put money back into my account. We'll see. But I think it was good. You know, it's definitely been good so far, just like being able to have no stress about it and seeing what happens. And you know, trading with one micro, it was like, you know, whatever, around like $300 that I made. off of the 2 trades, which is relatively like standard. Like I do make decent amount of money, like over 100 when I win for the most part on one MNQ contract, but I take so many losses so many losses, and so many like stupid losses during weird hours of the day, and just like over trading. And so that rule of just taking a trade during either 9:50 to 11:10 or 1:30 to 2:30. If there's a setup, take it. If there's no setup, walk away. That's it. And just like that, it seems to have made things a lot simpler and a lot better. I mean, it's only been like a couple days, but I could tell, like, emotionally and things, I think definitely a way better system to have in place than what I was doing previously. So I think it was good. I think taking 30% chunk out of my account might have been a good thing. So, but yeah, we're just gonna keep doing our thing, keep journaling, and see if I learn anything new with this paper trading journey, and keep it going for a bit and see how I feel. And if I hit a point where I'm like, all right, I understand now what I need to do, like, to become profitable, and I'm able to follow these rules consistently. Okay, now let me try to bring the money back in and see if I could, maintain those rules and the discipline and trade it like it's paper trading, just with real money. All right, so I'm gonna go over what we did today. But yeah, in the pre-market, I was basically saying I wanted a retracement. I literally drew it out like exactly in the pre-market, which is pretty much exactly what happened. I said I wanted a retracement somewhere down into this area, and then us to push our way back up, which is exactly what happened. And I thought today was the higher time frame model on like the 15-minute, 5-minute, I think was A+. It was just a little bit manipulated in the AM session, a little bit difficult conditions, and so I think my lack of experience showed today, but ultimately still made some good money on my funded account. So I'm just gonna zoom right into the 1 minute. We had these like equal highs right here, and then we had this more major high, and so right when CPI data came out, it wicked this high and then dumped, but it kept these highs still intact. And then so this is the CPI data. It was also unemployment claims, but this is the candle. So that's the low, this is the high. And so generally, like many times, these news events will take the low and then take the high, or take the high and then take the low. Like it happens all the time. So this was definitely a draw on liquidity for me once we took out this low, but also combining that with the higher time frame, dropping into this 1 hour, this 4 hour, like we're clearly bullish, right? We clearly want to go higher. So I'm playing the 1 minute model, the 1 minute reversal of a higher time frame continuation, and that's when I get the best setups. So yeah, we drop down, kind of accumulate around here, take out this low one more time. What a surprise, exactly at 9:50 we reverse. I even wanted to just long right here, like, just because I was like so excited. Like, but I was like, alright, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Like, this order block, we could definitely keep going lower and stuff. So I didn't want to, go crazy. But yeah, we formed this fair value gap here. We bounced, tap into it, and I entered 2 MNQ contracts targeting this high, but then once we bounced out of here and we had these like equal highs right here, I added one more when we tapped into this down close candle, thinking this was going to be an order block and we were just going to be nice and bullish. So my fill got pulled up to like right around here or so, which is fine. My stop loss was still down here, and then we sort of like accumulated and chopped around and stuff throughout the day, formed some divergences at the highs here like that and this, and I ended up getting stopped out at break even right here after we started to dump, and then we started like respecting this bearish order flow here. But then I was still like super confident in the model. I just didn't want to like hold through, like maybe we go lower here, form an SMT here or something. I didn't know what was going to happen, so stopped out at break even, and literally right when I got stopped out was this SMT that formed here, and right when we formed this and then bound and like instantly ripped to the upside and formed these imbalances here and there, I knew like, alright, that was the manipulation. That was just everybody who's trying to get along in the morning just got destroyed, and now it's like officially time to start moving higher once everybody's knocked out. So tons of people probably had stop losses at this low for this whole thing. They get ran out, and then that's right when we bounce. So I instantly jump back in, tight stop right at this SMT low, and I took off some contracts here, and then I took the majority off when NQ took out these highs, forming this SMT, and I left a runner to go there, which got stopped out at break even, but this ended up being really good. I scaled out like couple here, like kind of just pretty much right at the highs, honestly, which is good. So it ended up being pretty fat, like 6-to-1 R. I mean, I guess if you factor in all the partials that I took, it was probably more like an average position or something like that, but still great move. And then I just walked away after that. So yeah, this was exactly what I was looking for in my book. This is a 10 out of 10 setup. Everything aligned to going higher, and time aligned, especially for this entry in the silver bullet hour. Beautiful. The only thing was it was pretty choppy, and I think it was probably because DXY was extremely bullish, and so that was probably why we had a rough time. But ultimately I think this should have just been like the setup, and you just kind of set and forget type of thing here, you know what I mean? Even if you did the same thing on ES, your stop loss is here, like we didn't even really come that close to the stop loss, and you just trust in the model and just let it rock. But it's way easier said than done. So, but yeah, those are my trades. Overall, pretty solid, pretty happy. So, yeah, just got to keep being disciplined, and yeah, I think holding a trade like this is way better, because if I had real money on the line, I know like I would have definitely been jamming my stop loss up to break even. Like right when we took out these highs right here, I definitely would have been like, alright, stop loss at break even, and then I would have gotten wicked out right here, and then I probably would have entered in again up here all pissed off, gotten stopped out, and then I probably would have entered in on this fair value gap and gotten stopped, SMT, whatever, you know what I mean? And then like I would have just been pissed. So I think that's what I'm learning mostly with the paper trading is just like, chill out a little bit. Just if the model looks good, take the trade and let it rock, and If it doesn't look good, don't do anything. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, all right, it's 9:45, bedtime, 4:30 a.m. wake up, leg day tomorrow. You know the deal. So, another week in the trading journey. You know, gonna keep trying to get better, keep trying to be disciplined. So, it's just how it goes, man. We're paying tuition, learning, trying to get better. So, thank you for watching. Peace.